Center. How are you this morning, Susan?
Wonderful, relaxed, going slower now.
Well, there we go. That's what we all like.
Yeah.
So, we're coming into summer. Well, we're actually officially in summer.
Yeah.
Happy supermoon, by the way.
What's that?
We'll
I
talk
missed
about
it.
that. Oh,
okay.
You have obviously not been watching the show. It's been the supermoon show today.
Oh, shoot.
And
Yeah.
we'll cover that later.
Okay.
But summer has begun, which means in the valley that summer and Tin Mountain, they go hand in hand.
That's a great thing to hear.
It's true.
And it is
when you
true.
think of summer, you think of Tin Mountain and all the things going on. My inbox is going to be filled with different things going on each and every day. So let's talk about what's happening at Tin Mountain.
Well, we are gearing up. School shall not end quick enough so that Tin Mountain may start its summer camp. I think some schools haven't finished yet.
They haven't.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things.
But we start Monday.
That's right.
I believe we have camp until August 10th, and we have 20 camps in there.
That's a lot of camps.
It's a lot of camps. We see about 350 children move through the camps, and we still have, which is really great at this point, some scholarships remaining and slots remaining. So I would say always think that Tin Mountain has a place for you in the summer camps and apply for a scholarship.
Absolutely.
That's perfect.
And the variety of camps too. I mean, obviously they're all nature-based.
Yes.
You're not going to have like auto welding or something like that.
That would not be bad, but no.
But they're all nature-based, and they start, with the little kids, and they go right up and really get into some adventurous camps.
Well, we have Nature Nuts, starting with the Weebies, the little ones. And this year, we've done something different, which I sort of think is fun because teenagers, it's in the age range of 13 to 16. And that's a really busy time. You remember back when you were in high school. There's so much to do for teenagers now that rather than a week-long camp, we're doing what we're calling the peak baggers, where once a week, we'll take a 4,000 footer, and that's the day to hike it. So you can be working as a teenager, and you can say, yeah, actually, I want to go hiking today. Let me see if Tin Mountain is doing a 4,000 footer I need.
Yeah.
So that's good.
That's awesome. That's really a neat thing. And trying to keep them involved in all those outdoor activities. So.
And we run the gamut now, which is really nice with regard to Nature Nuts, little kids, 3 to 5 year olds, all the way up to our internship program for college students, which has just gotten underway for us for the next 8 to 10 weeks with 5 interns covering forest policy, timber, trout, avian bird monitoring, and education. So we're happy to have reached this point of growth.
And you have those interns in place, and they're already working hard, I bet?
Oh, very hard working. They're out there at 6 o'clock. They're doing bird monitoring now in our Bear Paws land and our Rockwell Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Which means they're getting up when early morning activity is for the birds so they can start mist netting them and tagging them.
Oh, cool.
I know. It's neat.
Wow, that's awesome. So that's just one of the things. And of course, like we say, all the camps that go on, and it seems like there's hardly a kid who hasn't gone through a Tin Mountain camp at least at one point.
I like that.
In their life. And but then you've got other things going. You also do stuff for adults. There's programs that be going on all summer long.
Maybe, yeah.
And those are the ones, like I say, I get the inbox. So what are some of those coming up here?
Well, I believe always the exciting one is to have live animals. And if I'm remembering correctly, this is where you can go to tinmountain.org and check our
See
schedule.
if Susan is right.
That's right. Check the facts. I think it's July 24th. We have a family festival in the summer family festival, and I believe we have a live owl program that day. And the owls have been
I've been to the owl program.
Serious.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I got pictures on my phone of the owls.
Wait, you do?
I do. It was cool.
I mean, you should upload it because they have, the couple that bring them are really neat, and they have such a wide variety. I would never get this close to a bird. I would do something that would scare it away faster than anything. So
yeah,
it's pretty wonderful.
That's a neat program because you usually don't see owls up close.
Yeah.
And to be able to see them literally face to face is very cool. So that would be definitely one to mark on your calendar with that. Now, right about July 24th, then you also got some bike riding going on.
Yeah,
in that neighborhood.
Festival of Bikes. Summer is always that way. Tin Mountain has 3 of its largest fundraisers. 2 of them happen to be in the summer, and 2 are bike events. So July 20th is our Mount Washington Century Ride, and that has been growing and going by leaps and bounds. It's been great. And this year, we have a new thing where for people who fundraise more than $250, they're put into a raffle for a lifetime entry to the Century Ride.
That's amazing. That's a great prize.
And then their names and the fundraisers from the hill climb who raise a certain amount will go into another drawing for a trip from Destination Cycling to Arizona for a biking trip.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Very cool.
I know.
So both those are happening.
Yep.
And now, so the Century is the 20th, and when is the hill climb?
Hill climb is August 17th. And the largest fundraiser for that one, for the hill climb, Ciclismo Classico has been a sponsor for the last few years. They've been great, and they're doing a trip to the Dolomites.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm like, I think I want to bike just for that, but
just
I know
for that reason, yeah.
I can't do Mount Washington.
If it weren't for that little hill, then I'd be all over that.
I know, but it's great.
Well, that's great. So, and as you mentioned, we're showing you right here the tinmountain.org website.
Oh, good.
Really, the best thing to do is just probably check it on a regular basis and find out all the things that are going on, because there always are something going on.
There is. I think there are.
I think there is and are.
Yes. So. Yes, and if you ever wanted to because going to the website is always a very good source, but if you want to be catered to, jump on our web page, or jump on our mailing list, I should say, and Tin Mountain is a very diligent informer.
It is, and that's how I found out about so many of these things.
Which is great.
So you just think I'm knowledgeable, but I'm not. I just happen to read my email. That's
right. We don't need to learn anymore. We just need
Plus
access.
I can get discount credit cards and different things. Not from you. This is my email. I can tell you about my. Nah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pass.
All right, we're gonna pass. Well, so, Susan. Do you have more?
Well, I have exciting things because really it's all about food.
Oh, that's right. We're going to mention food. Yeah.
Yes. So the Mount Washington Century Ride doesn't happen without a lot of effort. There's about 120 volunteers to make it happen. And we have aid stations every 20 miles. And the after event, or the post-ride event, is all from food sponsors. From the Memorial Hospital with their delectable coleslaw, to Shane's of Maine's Sea Dog biscuits, to Hannaford's edamame salad, to Fandangle's and the Valley Originals barbecued chicken. And I believe we have Old Village Bakery for their garlic bread. I mean, you won't go hungry, even though you blew out all those calories.
That's right. You got to put them back on.
Yeah, we're stuffing them back in you.
That's great.
So it is wonderful that way to put on a meal, support of all food sponsors of local businesses.
Right. It's a Valley thing.
It is.
It's a Valley thing.
And you should be out there, you and your son. 1 year.
Yeah, it's too much work for me.
Oh, come on.
Well, Susan, I want to thank you for coming down.
Thank you,
and
sir.
of course, we'll probably chat some more as we do on these Sunday mornings.
Mm-hmm.
And
nice.
but definitely go to tinmountain.org and get all the information. And I think signing up for the mailing list is the best idea. You get all that information.
Yeah.
And now, do you still need some volunteers to help with the 2 events this summer?
I think we're always looking for volunteers. So you can contact Tin Mountain and say, I'd love to play at your event. I've never seen one of those happen. And it's great. We'll figure out what works for you, what time frame works for you, and if it's not an event, we're always doing trail work. We always have something.
Always
which
have
is
something
great.
up your sleeve. Well, that's awesome. Well, Susan, thanks so much for coming
Thanks.
down. And we'll be back here in a minute.